Hello everybody and welcome to episode 15 of Merm's Better Minecraft Modpack. Today is going to be a great day in the world here. We got some good plans, some cleaning up to do before we get further into the content of this mod pack. Today's episode is brought to you by the one and only BD1P, Mr. 15K himself, who says, why not use beds to blow up netherrack for debris? The true answer is, I don't know very much about Minecraft, and I didn't know that was a thing you could do. And I have a consistent source of wool, so maybe next time I'll try it when I have to collect copious amounts of ancient debris so that I can, make stuff in the mod pack, because it requires a lot of netherrack. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the little small edit in the beginning of the episode of me building this thing right here. Finally, have gotten ourselves a good XP farm. I made just the simple Enderman Platform. If you've never seen these before, the way they work, basically you make a platform away from the end island so that the spawn rates are higher. You throw an endermite up on a minecart, and endermen get mad at endermites, so they'll come running from the platform. They get tricked by the trapdoors, and they all fall down into the center, and if you do it at the right height, then they will be last hittable. Now, one thing I want to mention, okay, first of all, are they mad at me? They're all one hit though. I'm having problems with them escaping, and I think it has something to do with the mods in the pack. I'm not sure though. There's also in this pack, hold on, I realize that it's probably hard to hear me with Enderman screaming in your ear. With this pack, there are some changes made that can affect... Here, these guys right here. You see how he has a little backpack on and then a whole lot of like potion effects? These guys kind of ruin the efficiency of your farm because they're not last hittable. You have to hit them a couple times before they drop anything. And also they drop random bits of armor, so it'll clog up your chests. Also, mobs will occasionally spawn. You see the little enchantment glint, and it says in the top left corner, protection 3, speedy 2. Yeah, so basically there's a random chance that mobs in this pack spawn with enchantment effects, so just be wary of that if you're ever building this farm in Better Minecraft. Vanilla farms don't always work exactly the same as they would in vanilla Minecraft, so as long as you're aware, then it's totally cool. But yeah, we have 50 levels and a consistent XP source now. Got mending on all of our armor. I do need to put it on a couple tools yet, but that's in the future. So yeah, and I also want to mention, when I build farms in Minecraft, I don't like to make them ugly. I like to at least put a little bit of effort in, so I put some purple terracotta in and made it out of end bricks to at least sort of fit with the aesthetic of the end. So yeah, there is at least a little bit of thought happening when I do this, but yeah. Alright, time to head back to the overworld, and I'll tell you about the plans for today. Okay, so I just kind of plopped, what the heck are you saying? Plopped our enchantment table just in the middle of the mountain here. I'm going to attempt to get better axe, because the one I had was just efficiency 4, and I'm shooting higher than that. But while we're at it, might as well make efficiency 5, but not with that axe. And also, we're going to put that looting book finally on our sword, and we're gonna mending up, I think, the sword. Ooh, that's gonna take us below. Actually, oh, did I even want to put the looting book on there? I don't like this sword because it has fire aspect. I really don't think fire aspect is a good enchantment. So maybe making a mistake doing that. Definitely, I'm gonna wait on the mending, just so that it doesn't mess with me later. So this pickaxe, though, was it that one? No, that one already has mending. It's this one. Vein mining efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, fortune 3. That's a really good pick that I definitely want mending on. That's 17 levels. Okay, let's get our axe enchantment first. I do I have a grindstone in this house? Do I have one in this chest? That's where it would be now. Okay, stone slab. 2 sticks, 2 planks. 2 planks and 2 sticks. Okay. Oopsie. Oh, you know what? There's probably one in that shelter box. I'm kind of dumb. Oh, there it is. Anyways. Alright. Something good, please? Nah. Nah. That's not it. Alright. Vein mining? I don't want vein mining, though. Yeah, just throw one away. That works. That's good. Okay. So now that we have that done, let's put mending on this. Let's put mending on that. And extra levels. Yeah. Alright. We have acquired the God Axe. That has mending on it. Great. Alright. So I guess I'll talk now about what I was intending to talk about. And that is the plans for today's episode. So basically, our place is messy here. I mean, there's trees, there's, all just stuff scattered everywhere, and that's not the vision that I have for this place. I want, other smaller details. I want to make the land more interesting. I want to add to our little hill here, and right now it's just kind of scattered with random crap. So my plan for today is to sort of just clean up the world and just like add finishing touches to things, because like this path also needs some detail for sure. I want to add something to the hill, like probably over here, and yeah, so I'm just gonna do a bunch of small things to clean up the world and get us on track to continue moving forward with the actual content of the pack, because I'm planning to hit up the Twilight Forest soon, assuming it's still in the mod pack. Yeah, planning to hit up the Twilight Forest soon, so yeah, that's in the future, but first there's some preparation that needs to be done. So I think the very first thing that I'm going to do is actually build the next floor of the base. So this is the caves. I think I'm going to build the depths. Now, I don't really want to add another room on this floor, which is the reason that I'm doing that, because this one is so like eye-catching that I feel like adding another one would make it feel kind of weird. So yeah, I'm gonna just make the depths floor. Depending on how low it is, I think we might have some creative liberties with how it looks, but yeah, I think that's my first plan. So time to get started. So here's our room all carved out here. I went a little bit of a different direction than what I normally do, because on all the other floors I have the same size room. It's like 9 by 9, right? And then I branched off of it. I decided to go with a little bit of a bigger room this time, because I don't feel the need to restrict myself to that size space, and I feel like it makes sense here and will make for a cooler looking room. So yeah, I went with the big room, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about how this floor is going to look, I think. So I'm going to start by just doing a wall and kind of showing you what my vision is here. So the way I interpret things, because for the millionth time, my base is inspired by the Binding of Isaac. So this would be the caves, right? And this then would be the depths, but they're kind of similar in color, I guess, because the caves is like rocky and the depths is also like a gray color. So a lot of it would feel kind of similar. And what I'm going to do to differentiate them, I guess, and the way I interpreted the depths style, I suppose, is that it's a little more like man-made, as opposed to the caves, which is like a messier, more natural kind of thing. So basically the depths is going to feature a lot of stone brick, It's going to feature a lot of andesite, and I'm going to try and mix in a bunch of these different patterns. Like for example, this one's going to be really good. We'll make some like this, and I just want to create these like sort of unplanned just kind of messy, like something like that. It does look a little weird though because of, actually, yeah, maybe we just make it all out of stone. Maybe we forget andesite because the color is kind of messing with it. Messing with the effect that I'm going for here. But yeah, just still kind of messy, but also with these sort of man-made looking blocks that, you know, seem chiseled by a person rather than just like a natural occurrence, right? Yeah, that looks a lot better, I think. So still a little messy, but not totally messy, and I think that's the kind of look we're gonna go for. So yeah, I guess now it's time to get decorated. Ready for the big reveal, the big depths floor reveal. Here we are. Let me talk a little bit about it, I guess. So first of all, the elephant in the room. Why is it dark? Well, I took a little creative liberty here, I suppose you could say, and made it just dark in here because in the game it's supposed to be a little daunting, haunting, creepy, scary in the depths, and there is noticeably like less light than some of the upper floors. So I decided to just go with no light, and what allows us to do this is, if you remember the episodes ago, we put the mega torch up in our roof, and I wasn't sure if it actually worked or not. I did some light testing, so it's not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that it does work as I thought it did. I basically took all the torches out of the room, went around and did some stuff for a little bit, came back, and there were no mobs, so I'm going to assume that the mega torch works. So there's not going to be any mob spawns down here, so we can just kind of make it dark for the aesthetics of it. Why not? I did put a light back there because I think it's cool to like highlight the sort of centerpieces. So the enchanting table is one. Don't worry, I do plan to make it look less ugly. I'm going to add 3 more bookshelves there once I get some driftwood. That is in the future. But yeah, for now, that's that. Gonna add the enchanting thing down here, probably here. I'm gonna have to carve out a little extra space like I did there because the actual amount of space that this takes up is like 7 by 7, and that just won't fit unless I went onto the glass, but I want to keep the glass clear. So yeah, I'll probably carve out a little space there. These sides I think are either gonna be, I think I might put pillars on them, but I'm still undecided about that. I'm not quite sure because right now they're very blank, and I don't know if that there's anything off the top of my head that we can put there besides pillars. So that's my only idea for decoration. If you have any ideas, drop them in the comments. This floor is not finished, but it's at least, you know, got its design up. I went with andesite for the floor. I like the color contrast, like, you know, just like barely existing, but enough that you can tell the difference and it doesn't look the exact same as the wall. And then for the ceiling, it does look a little different than the walls. I went with only brick patterns, just straight up brick patterns. I threw in some cracked brick in there. This block called stone tiles I threw in there, which you just get by throwing stone bricks in the stone cutter. And I think that's all I got to say. So yeah, here it is. Here's the depths. Looks pretty neat, I think. So I guess time to move on to our next small project of the day. And that will be redecorating the path. We did make the actual path up and down our base here. looks pretty nice, but is lacking some characters, so gonna add some foliage, gonna add lights and things, and hopefully make it look a lot better. So I'm gonna get some blocks together and start on that. Wow, everybody. Yeah, all I gotta say is wow. Um, it's really, really, really crazy how just adding some greenery and things like that just adds so much life into your world, into your builds in this game. So I think honestly our base is like doubly as cool now. Um, way more energy, way more life, and I don't know. Let me know if you feel the same way, because I don't know. I'm pretty proud of how things are looking now. So without further ado, here's the big reveal. So this is just at the bottom of the mountain. I added some leaves here that go over the portal, some that drip down from the mountain, a sign that says Merm's Minecraft, and these cool lampposts that you're gonna see as we go up. I found these lanterns from Oh the Biomes You'll Go, and they have. Oh, I thought a couple of these were from the same mod. I guess not, but basically you can attach them to fence posts, and they do this, which looks super cool, and I use that throughout. And I kind of just discovered that randomly. But yeah, so I used the Glowstone Lantern. And that's what these are, and I really like the colors on them. I think they match so well. So yeah, I put a sign that says Merm's Minecraft. We go up, I added apple trees as decoration. We were using them for function before, and I took them down and added some around as decoration. Leaves over the entrance, of course. I put a lantern on this. Still have that cool little thing at the wall there. I added some fence up here just to make it seem like, it was intentional, that you can't just fall off this cliff. Another sign, and then this is something I'm really proud of, another apple tree there. I added a archway, and just like, look at that. That is probably a thumbnail right there. Wow. Yeah, the archway adds a ton. I used more of these lanterns. And just some leaves, trees around. And I gave our house an address. If you have a funnier address, please comment it. Oh, this is just what I came up with quickly. 420 Banger Lane. Just add a little humor. But yeah, I'm really, 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 really proud of how it's looking now. I think this is, once detail is added across the board, this base is gonna look super cool. And yeah, this is just so awesome to me. Let's do a little fly around. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool how much it looks like lived in. Awesome. And the butterflies coming out. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. I guess it's time to get on to our next project, which I'm actually not sure where I want to put it. I think here might be a good option. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it there. And yeah, okay. So this is gonna have to go. So our next project, there's a certain mod in this pack that I will show you in a second. Once I put these away. There you go. Okay, so where did I leave those? Oh wait, they're in this chest. Waystones. If you've never heard of this mod before, essentially it's a method of travel that you can add to your world, and it's these like monument looking things. You can craft them like this. They do appear in villages as well, which these ones I stole from villages because I mean I don't need teleports to random villages around the world, right? So I stole the waystones, and basically you spend experience. That's like the balance factor, is that you have to spend your levels in order to travel places, and the further it is, the farther you travel. So I placed one in our end portal already, and I want to add one with a little shrine monument type of thing right around here. Could put it in this general area as well, but I don't think it's cleared off enough yet. I don't really want to put it on the side of the base either, so yeah, for now I think that is the best option. So yeah, I'm not really sure how I want it to look. This is like a stone texture, so we're probably gonna have to include those. I don't know, I'll figure something out, I guess. So let me collect some blocks and formulate a plan, and we'll start. I was collecting some vines in the dungeon near us, and then in the swamp near us, and then remember that this dungeon here exists, and thought, hey, why don't we see if we can't tackle this puppy. Now, I've been near it before, and there's spawners here that spawn like skeletons that ride slimes. It's kind of weird. So we'll, I guess, use the stone because that's what we got. Torches, please. Oh. Oh. Was it another case of the mob being removed from the game? Because the spawner, I mean, is it even gonna... Well, that's anticlimactic. Got a name tag though. So that's kind of neat, I guess. That can be used for netherite mining. Well, that's lame. Man. I was looking forward to something cool. Plus, we could have made a slime farm out of that. Unfortunate. Back to building. So, here's what I'm thinking. I want to raise it up a little bit with these. So when we come back, we have to step on here. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that roof actually. Okay, I'm gonna figure out a roof off camera because I feel like it's gonna be boring having to tear down the roof and build another one again. But hopefully you enjoyed my little building process breakdown there. Maybe. Well, immediately after ending the recording there, I had an epiphany. Oh, yeah, I just replicated the same, like, arch that we have on those two things, just to keep things consistent, and honestly, I think it looks really good all next to each other. And I added a couple leaves. I need to add some more, but I ran out, so I'll farm them in a second. But I wanted to point out, since it's nighttime, how cool our place looks at night. I mean, come on. That's awesome. And as you go down, like, these lights make a world of a difference, and I think they're just bright enough to make it, like, bright but not too bright. Perfect amount of dim, and then if I get the flying view, it's super cool. So yeah, I'm really starting to love this place. So now these guys need to get moved, and I'll talk about next episode really quick before ending this one. The plan is Twilight Forest. We go to the Twilight Forest and at least maybe kill a boss, but at least get prepped for a building in the Twilight Forest, because I'll reveal now, it's going to be a farm area. I'm not quite sure how it's going to look yet in my head. It might be just like a barn or something. But yeah, our animals are going to get moved there, hopefully. I'm actually not sure that that'll work. I should test that first. Crops are going to get moved there. And that'll be our building in the Twilight Forest. But yeah, so that's the plan next episode, Twilight Forest. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Merms Minecraft as much as I did, because I had a great time. I love decorating and doing this stuff because, I don't know, it's just so cool to see the end product. You can probably tell that I was nerding out a little bit. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. Make sure to leave a comment, ask a question, tell me your thoughts, give me suggestions, whatever. I feature one in every video, so do that, sub and all that. Hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.